I want to do it because it's fun. Fun to do bad things.
Well, did you know that you could perhaps kill somebody?
It's the greatest podcast in the world.
Yes, but I wanted to do hood rat stuff with my friends.
For all of this?
Just a little bit, no video games for a whole weekend. I took my grandma car because I got mad at my mom, and then I saw him and had my friend come in, and he smoked a cigarette. Down here, I yanked the thing.
Handle this because this is the toughest.
Am I under TB?
And Now we gotta watch it. You ever watch this fight?
Is this Julio Cesar Chavez? Julio?
Chavez. Greatest boxer ever.
Versus who else?
Meldrick Taylor.
What is this, mid-90s?
Early 90s.
What weight class was Chavez?
He ended up doing 3 weight classes. So super featherweight, welterweight, and then I forget what other way. You've never seen this one?
They're doing a lot of headbutting.
Hell yeah, they are. All right, let's speed this bitch up.
Dude, Taylor looks messed up.
Fucked up. He's actually winning that fight. Oh shit. Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh shit. Oh, night. Night.
Oh, connected.
Night.
If he gets up, he probably wins the fight.
No, you're not okay. What? I'm fine. Look at me.
I am fine.
I'm a champion.
What is up, motherfuckers? Say I Won't podcast. Season 3, episode 18.
Oh, snap.
Oh,
18.
snap, 18.
Old enough.
My name is On Time.
My name is Late. Shoot, man. So I got a new toy, and I was playing with it.
You got a new dog?
No, not a dog.
A new toy.
Besides a plate carrier, I got something else.
Oh, shit!
I got a welder.
You were welding?
No, I wasn't welding. I was still setting it up.
What kind of welder you get?
Just the cheap one from Harbor Freight, the Chicago Electric.
125.
125. What is it? Watts, amps, volts?
I don't know.
It's the Flux Core, the cheap one.
Nice. Oh, I've got one like that.
I got. Has he been using it?
Nope. Just like everything else, he says he wants it, and then he gets it, and then Now that my dad spent money on it, fuck it.
Sounds like a spoiled, petulant child.
That is my children.
Yeah. So
Spoiled.
I'm assuming that your parents never bought you any tools.
No tools. No tools, no car, no clothing, really, no. Not anything, fool.
Nothing? No clothing? You had to buy your own clothes?
Well, when you got kicked out at 13, you got to figure it out.
Well, you're not the same size you were when you were 13?
No.
I have shirts. I'm no joke. I have shirts in my collection that I got when I was 15, and I still have them.
Yeah.
So actually, I have one that I got when I was 13. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
And it still fits me.
Motherfuckers. Nope. I don't fit into that.
That's because everything I bought when I was that age, I bought really big. And
super.
Now I fit. So
you grew into it.
I grew into it.
Hell yeah.
Just like I grew into my brain and my heart.
I grew into my sack.
So speaking of 13-year-olds.
All right.
I'm not going to tell the whole story.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
I'll tell you the whole story later.
Yeah.
But my 13-year-old had a conversation with an SRO. Do you know what an SRO is?
School resource officer.
Yes, school resource officer. So it was a brief conversation, but it was a formal conversation. It wasn't just a, hey, how are you conversation.
It was not a consensual conversation.
Correct. So I had to have the talk with my kid, which actually my parents never had this talk with me.
No? On the account that you weren't black, or?
I don't know, because I had a few conversations with the police by the time.
Oh.
By the time I was this age. So
time was different, though.
Yeah. I don't think that there were police officers in suburban schools at that time.
No.
I don't know because I wasn't in a suburban school. I was homeschooled.
I know where I was at, there was always cops.
So that would be middle school over on the west side of Denver.
Middle school, yeah. And then I also went to
Which middle school was that?
Lake Middle.
Lake?
Yeah, Lake Middle School. And then I also went to Scott Carpenter Middle School. But that was up north on the south side of Westminster, which is not a bad area, but compared to this every other place in the burbs, it's a rough area.
And so you had cops in your schools?
Yeah.
Was there cops in that school too?
Yeah, it's cop.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Because it was mostly Mexicans down on the south side, Mexicans and a lot of Vietnamese. So a lot of gang activity, Asian gangs and a lot of Sureños.
We had Asian gangs too.
Yeah.
Where I was from, and Mexican gangs.
But it was the math gangs.
Yeah. No, not these guys.
No.
These were Filipinos.
Oh, Filipino.
Filipinos, yeah, they don't suffer from that stereotype. And I mean, they're half Mexican anyway.
Yep.
So anyway, I didn't go to school with those people. I don't remember if they had cops in their schools or not, but I definitely had a couple of conversations. But every conversation I think I had with a police officer, I'm pretty sure my parents were there at the same time.
Yeah.
Putting their loving arms around me and telling me how badly I had screwed up. But in this case, I didn't find out about this conversation until afterwards.
Yeah.
And so I talked to the school staff member who was involved in that conversation today. And I told him, I didn't tell him what to do. I just told him what I told my son, which is don't ever talk to the police without your parents.
Yeah.
And so I told him that. I told the school administrator that I had that conversation with him. So
And how was it received by?
He received it very well. Although at this point, I'm so suspicious of people. I wonder if he was just like, "Oh yeah, I tell my kids the same thing," and he's just like, "This guy's going to be a problem." So I don't know.
Oh, shit, man.
Because I've seen probably not as much as you have, but I've seen people, to your face say one thing, and then behind your back definitely go a different direction.
No. Are you saying that people lie and are fake? Are you saying this?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's possible. It's possible.
It's possible.
But I'll tell you, he seemed to have similar words for my son when I wasn't there. Basically, his words to my son involving this topic were, things aren't the same as they used to be. And you can't do this kind of thing. Like acknowledging how silly it was that they had to have this conversation in the first place.
Correct.
But also trying to speak about how serious it was.
Correct.
Which is a terrible, terrible position to be in, because you know that there's some element of dishonest, like a lack of honesty going on there.
Yeah.
Because let's just take the example of, I'll use another example. This same child of mine bought an airsoft gun on Amazon, and I gave him a flashlight to put on it, so he could.
So this kid does not want to make it past 15.
Oh, wait till you hear what he was doing with it. So I gave him a flashlight, so he could have a tactical light on his M4 rifle. And it was pretty dark outside, and I'm like, where is he? And then I see him running around on my Ring camera in the front yard with the light on, wearing all black.
Oh, shit.
I had to pop my head out. Hey, you can't do that in the front yard after the sun goes down. You're gonna get shot. You know, which is so stupid, but it is true.
It's true.
You can't do that, especially with some of my neighbors.
Oh man.
So
Colorado Springs PD would fucking shoot him quick, dude.
yeah. But speaking of, while I was playing with my welder in the garage, I'm pretty sure I heard a long string of gunshots coming from somewhere in my neighborhood.
You didn't decide to go out this time?
I poked my head out and I was like, if I see a car drive by, I'm gonna note the make and model of the car, and other than that, no, I'm not doing anything.
You didn't go out there unprepared without a.
I should have grabbed my suppressed 22 and got up on the roof.
Start shooting. Start shooting.
Did you see what kind of car it was? No, I didn't quite see, but the back window looked like it had been shot out.
Oh shit.
So, yeah, that's something I haven't practiced before. Shooting a car as it's driving by. I wonder how hard that is.
It's pretty difficult.
From a scoped rifle.
Scoped rifle.
Yeah. So
at an incline.
Your
depth perception is pretty fucking off.
Yeah. Especially if they're driving past you and then away from you.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Probably shouldn't keep talking about it. Just in case. So on that note, has your oh snap, I need one for my plate carrier. I need a Guns for Everyone patch.
Go to gunsforeveryone.com if you want a patch. Gunsforeveryone.com under gear section, you will find them. Isaac pays doubles for these motherfuckers.
Yeah, I need to put one on my chest so people have something to aim at.
Your plate carrier. Oh, speaking of which, we should probably talk about Guns for Everyone National. Take a sharp left.
Sharp left.
I don't know where you were taking this conversation, but
nowhere. I was going nowhere.
Isaac's still fucking whiffing that fucking Harbor Freight.
Oh, the cheap grease that comes on all the hardware.
The fucking so Guns for Everyone National, we're waiting on our 501c3. For those of you guys that don't know or live under a rock, we have created a separate entity, Guns for Everyone National. The purpose of Guns for Everyone National is to certify instructors, provide firearms competition, provide training, including firearms competition. Hey, what the fuck does it say?
It's upstairs. Yeah, it's upstairs.
Yeah. Anyways, we're going to become a national nonprofit organization that certifies firearms instructors, operates national firearms competition, provides training, including course in small arms safety, use, and marksmanship. So that's kind of going to be the purpose. Basically, we don't anticipate to replace the NRA. We're just going to be an alternative to the NRA on the training side of it, not on the political side of it. I don't think we want to get involved with the politics side of it.
What would be the point?
What would be the point? Yeah. So we're gonna definitely get political. We're gonna get be an alternative to the NRA on the training side of it. People could come to us, become a Guns for Everyone National certified instructor. Instructor courses where if you want to become an instructor, I'm only giving vague info. We'll have detailed information later, pricing and all that stuff. But just to become an instructor, you have to participate in a 5-day course. It's a 5-day course. None of this. Let's do it in 8 hours and shoot 20 rounds at a 9-inch plate. And
25.
25.
Jeez, give him some credit.
Yeah, and obviously instructors will still be able to do their own curriculums and shit like that. Our curriculum is on the student side. The minimum, if you're doing a Guns for Everyone National class, is an 8-hour class. But again, instructors can do their own whatever curriculum they want separate from that.
As long as they don't talk about anarchy under our brand.
Yeah, and you better not use bad words. If you fucking cuss during your fucking class, you fucking dipshit.
I forgot that was one of the complaints. Too much swearing.
Too much swearing.
Yeah.
Too much swearing and hates the government.
So it's funny because I actually rarely swear in my classes, and I think people when they hear me do my class and then they do your class or vice versa, they're like, "Wow, there's a real difference between
There
you
is.
two."
There is.
So we're very much looking forward to this, and we're in active conversations with some other people to pull this all together so that we're ready to roll this spring. And do you want to talk about the co-op member benefit?
Yeah, we could talk about that stuff. So I want to answer Dean really quick though. How do y'all become an accredited national certifier? Realistically, every state has their own requirements. In the state of Colorado, you have to be a national nonprofit organization, which is what we're doing. We're becoming a national nonprofit organization. We create the curriculum. There's no federal guideline on doing all this stuff. Most states that are similar to the state of Colorado pretty much operate the same thing. You just have to be certified through a national nonprofit organization, which is what we're doing, is becoming a national nonprofit organization. Is there a mental health component to the minimum curriculum? For the instructors, there is. There's definitely a psychological component to it and a mental health component to it in the 5-day class.
So before we get off the topic of national standards, some states want you to be a certified instructor under a national nonprofit, but you still have to get certified under the state to teach their certified class. South Carolina, Texas,
Louisiana, Montana. No, I'm sorry, Nebraska, Utah, New Mexico. Yeah.
So there is that element. So some states, you're halfway there with a national certification, but there's more you have to do.
Correct. So the co-op membership, basically we're going to do just like most 501c3s that are membership based. Obviously people can donate to us and it'll be tax deductible. And we should be 501c3 by the end of the quarter. So, hey, there's some tax deductions there if you want to donate, get some tax credits for your business or whatever it might be for that fourth quarter. But a lot of people got kind of left in limbo with the memberships for when we did the retail stuff. Instead of doing the yearly for you guys, basically because you threw down for that, existing co-op members would become lifetime members for Guns for Everyone National. And there's a lot of shit that we have to figure out on that end logistically as well, how to move you guys over. But everybody else would pay a fee, an annual fee to become a member. And then if you wanted to become a lifetime member, then it'd be a substantially higher fee than what people had already paid. We're looking at closer to $1,000 for a lifetime membership. And if you just want to do a yearly thing, then it's obviously, we're thinking around $100 for an annual fee. Not over $100, but right around that area.
So Dave says, excellent that there's a part for the instructors. I was thinking along the lines of mental health awareness for students. I think that there will be strong encouragement from GFE National for instructors to incorporate that. But again, I don't foresee that being a requirement.
Correct.
One of the instructors that we're working with to build this curriculum is very well connected with WTTA, with Walk the Talk America, and so it's already in the forefront of our minds from that point of view. But the NRA, the NRA doesn't do any of that I know of. Maybe I'm talking out of my butt.
No, I haven't seen the NRA, but obviously we work in conjunction with WTTA. We do a lot of stuff with WTTA right now. So for us, it's a no-brainer to work with Walk to Talk America, potentially with other organizations, and maybe even develop our own mental health awareness thing. But I don't see us competing with WTTA. It seems silly to
no,
compete.
not compete, to incorporate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Correct. Oh no, I was just responding to my own comment.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe if we created our own, but no. I mean, WTTA is already there. We basically just use
They're doing the work.
they're doing the work, so it almost makes no sense to do that. So Dean says payment plan for lifetime. Yeah, but you're already a lifetime, so I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Man, this is really frustrating. Facebook does not automatically scroll the comments. So that's why I miss so many of the Facebook comments.
Oh, yeah. And that's a good reminder that we are on 3, count to motherfuckers, not 1, not 2, but 3 platforms. 2 platforms, 3 channels. YouTube, we
count
are
them 3, actually 2.
2, but 3 different channels, 2 platforms, Gun Experts on YouTube, GUNXPRT on YouTube, and my personal channel on YouTube as well, El Garantillon, and then on Facebook on our Guns for Everyone page.
All right, so we have some behind the scenes work to do for this GFE National, but in the meantime, we will be rolling out some more information slowly about this as we kind of cross more milestones. So
we have a pretty major meeting tomorrow for training.
It's major.
It is a major meeting.
It's major, dude. Major. All right. So anything else to say about that?
Luis Torres, well, the membership offer, just like every other membership, it's probably going to offer discounts for organizations such as, I'm not going to say because it starts to give away who we're working with, and I don't think we're allowed to say who we're working with, even though most of the people, if they really pay attention, they know who the fuck we're working with. But you'd end up having getting discounts for, let's say, Mantis. You'd end up getting discounts for crossbreed holsters and alien gear holsters, and end up getting discounts like that. So member benefits are more in the form of discounts. And the way we're going to structure competitions, we just don't know yet. So there might be some benefit on the competition side as well, and the training side as well. That's why it's hard to give complete details, because this is stuff that we still have to structure. But it's definitely going to come with a lot of discounts for companies that are going to obviously agree to offer discounts for our members.
Yes, Pornhub is going to be the sponsor.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Listen, if you guys want fucking titties, I know plenty of hookers.
Keep your shirt on.
I know plenty of yeah. I know plenty of hookers and strippers. They will give you guys discounts.
That's funny. I don't know any of them.
I support my local sex workers.
So I want to switch gears a little bit. I want to stay within the gun industry here.
Yeah.
But I just asked somebody the other day if they thought that SHOT Show was gonna happen this year. And you and I both went to SHOT Show, well, I guess next year, because it's in January. So is SHOT Show 2021 gonna happen? And you and I both went to SHOT Show for the first time in January of this year, before the scamdemic was released upon the public.
Yeah.
Did you feel unsafe at all walking around the city?
The city?
Yeah.
No.
Everything felt cool.
Yeah.
Apparently things have changed in Las Vegas.
Okay.
Thank you for joining us on 8 News Now at 11. I'm Brian Loftus, and Metro says they increased the number of officers on the Strip after a number of fights and other problems that happened over Labor Day weekend.
Okay, so Las Vegas is slowly reopening to try to catch up to, their business model of pumping as many people through their city as possible and draining all their money and telling them not to tell anyone what happened.
Yeah.
So they have this problem where roving gangs are sweeping through the city and taking over spots and getting violent with people. But there's a bit of a twist to this. So hold on a second.
And some say the problems are continuing. This past weekend, Metro made 62 arrests over both days, and a total of 10 guns were recovered.
Few months, and we've seen on the news.
Many are noticing a lot of these scooters. This is video from August 30th showing a group of people in the street.
Oh, I see a lot of people using the handicap chairs, and they're not very handicapped.
Whoa, 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 whoa. So they are using the Brazilian tactic of using scooters, except they are using handicap scooters.
Yeah, and in the video, there's a clip. It's just somebody shot some cell phone footage of probably 30 of these people rolling through an intersection on these handicap scooters and starting fights.
Holy shit.
So I'm not sure if SHOT Show is gonna happen. I mean, this seems like an unsafe environment.
Unsafe environment.
Yeah. As if 2020 couldn't get any weirder. Now we have roving gangs of non-handicapped people
in
handicap scooters.
Oh my Lord.
And according to the Constitution, you are not allowed to ask them why they're in a scooter. That's in the Constitution.
It's in the Constitution?
Yeah, right next to where a cop has to tell you if he's a cop if you ask him.
Yes.
So apparently the news story centers around this woman who was walking down the Strip, and somebody in one of these scooters almost ran her over, and she said, "Watch out!" And 30 seconds later, she's laying on the sidewalk.
Whoa! They whooped her ass.
So they kicked her ass.
Jeez.
And there's video of her getting her ass kicked.
Jeez.
Yeah.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
Oh, your wife says you almost got run over by one of these scooter thugs.
Scooter thugs. I don't remember it, but sure.
Scooter. That's a nickname. That's a good nickname.
Scooter thug.
Scooter. Hey, Scooter.
Scooter.
So, on to something a little bit more serious, though. There are actually roving gangs, although I don't think you would call them gangs in this context. It's more of a militia. In Minneapolis. There are there's at least one of them called the Minnesota Freedom Fighters, and they are black men with ARs and Glocks. This is a quote from the article, wearing tactical vests and bandanas, who provide extra community security in the wake of protests after the death of George Floyd, according to reports. Now, why would they need to provide security in the wake of a protest? I thought protests were people walking down the street with signs. What do you need security for?
Shit gonna get crunk, fool.
Crunk.
Shit gonna get crunk.
These people are replacing the cops in their own neighborhoods. And they're not social workers. These guys are armed and ready to rock.
Now, are they defending against Black Lives Matter, or
it doesn't say who they're defending against? But it is definitely true that crime has gone way up in Minneapolis as the police have sort of stood down from their duties, and so I doubt that it has anything to do with the actual protest. I think it's much more likely it has to do with just regular security operations.
Yeah.
In fact, one of the pictures taken with this group, they're with a bunch of Black Lives Matter people holding flags and guns and all that stuff. So, yeah,
that shit's getting fucking bonkers.
You know, if we do have an actual civil war with people shooting, each individual faction of people is going to have like 3 people in it, because that's about the number of people you agree with enough to roll with, I think.
That's what they don't get. I mean, the genius masterminds behind the U.S., like, they really thought this shit through. They're like, cool, we're gonna have civil unrest. That's fantastic. But these motherfuckers are gonna be thousands of miles away from each other. It's not like in England where you're like 50 feet away from the next person or the next town. It's not like fucking in Russia where land is massive, but like everybody's concentrated into one general area, or because European countries are so fucking tiny, dude.
Well, even in those tiny countries, you're still far away. I mean, this country's a lot bigger, but you know, it takes if I'm guessing right, it takes probably 6 hours at least to drive across Germany from at its most narrow point from one side to the other.
Yeah, but that's 6 hours. Like, you're trying to do the entire U.S. Like, if you're in LA, you're like, hey, I like that fucker, but he's in fucking Minneapolis. I won't get there till fucking Wednesday.
Not if you're in the Gumball Rally, dude. That one guy that did it in 21 hours or something like that.
Yeah, in the Ferrari.
Yeah. Averaged 117 miles an hour.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're not going to be able to. There's no cohesion. And the people that you may or may not be agreeing with may be all the way on the other side of the country from you. And it makes you want, like, when we were fighting the war on terror in Iraq, there were a lot of factions of Al-Qaeda, and then there were just neighborhood gangs trying to keep the Americans out, and there were neighborhood gangs trying to keep Al-Qaeda out. There were neighborhood gangs trying to keep each other out. And you've got a far more cohesive culture over there than we have over here.
Yeah. Shit's bonkers, dude. I don't know. I'm just laying low, pretending like nothing's going on.
So no bulletproof vest for you?
No bulletproof vest for me.
Ah, that's a shame.
Because what if you get shot in the face?
That's a risk we're willing to take. Of course, I was nerding out for a couple of days looking at more gear. I almost don't even want to admit it, but I got into a rabbit hole of watching videos of testing ballistic helmets. So ballistic helmets are bulletproof, you know, up to a certain amount.
Yeah. It's the dent that it fucking creates. Like, the bullet's not going to hurt you, with the fucking brain bruising that you get from the fucking dent in the helmet.
I couldn't believe how big those dents were.
Dude.
And one of them was a 45 ACP, and this helmet is rated up to like 30 caliber rifle rounds. And the 45 ACP, I'm like, well, that's a skull fracture right there.
And the whole time in court, they're like, yeah, but was it the bullet that killed him?
No, it was the dent.
It fucking crushes brain.
Yeah. Having bumped my head from time to time, I could tell you that would hurt really.
Oh, dude.
Really bad. Like, way more than getting hit in a plate.
Haven't prevented any activity that would require me to bump my head. I can tell you that shit would hurt a fuck ton.
So that's another thing. The damage done to the body on a plate, when you get back phase deformation, as David is saying, on the back of a plate. This guy was testing him. He's using a clay torso behind the plate.
Yeah.
And some of those rounds, you could put your fist in that spot in the clay. Now, your chest is obviously a lot more flexible.
Correct.
For dealing with that, but
still, you're gonna have some cracked ribs.
Cracked ribs, dude. The amount of damage that could do to your heart.
Yeah.
I mean,
But did you die from the bullet?
or just from being a little.
That's all that counts, is as long as you didn't die from the bullet.
Yeah.
And you look cool. And you look cool.
And you look cool.
You look cool.
Yes.
Motherfucker's dead, but you look cool.
Well, so these vests, ballistic vests, they do provide pretty good protection from pistol rounds. I mean, the pistol round is not going to do that kind of internal damage. This guy was shooting this vest with a 300 Win Mag. That was the one that did the most damage to the clay. If you take a 300 Win Mag and it does hit you in the vest, you've already hit the lottery. Surviving that will just be a bonus.
It's crazy, dude.
So, Ryan. Sounds like a story. Not as much damage as my ex did to my heart.
Oh, damn.
So Tom chimed in with get a bump helmet. It's about as high as it goes. Yeah, the bump helmets are like $200. At that point, you might as well get a ballistic helmet.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, a bump helmet.
But then you look retarded with the bump helmet.
No.
Yeah, you look super retarded.
No, you put some night vision on there, some $300 Ear Pro.
No,
you're looking cool.
Super retarded, dude. Looking like fucking. What the fuck's his name? Bob Costa's best friend, Steve Costa's, Bob Costa's. What the fuck? Chris Costa's.
Chris DaCosta.
Chris DaCosta's best friend. What's his name?
Oh, Haley.
Travis.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about all that.
You guys all want to fucking touch each other's nutsack and just admit it.
Not touch his nutsack.
You guys all just want to touch each other's nutsacks with your fucking vests.
You know what kind of? You know how inadequate
that's really why you guys want vest foos for when you get fucking chestnuts. Like it.
I would wear that helmet. That way nobody could see me.
As long as it's on a YouTube video and some fucking douchebag wore it, you guys are like,
no. You're underselling this helmet here that covers your face, because then nobody knows it was you looking like the total douchebag.
The douchebag, except you.
Except you.
You loved it.
That's okay. You can love it. Privately.
Shit.
Tactical nut touching. Woo. Yeah. The thing that led me down the helmet path though was the night vision, because it was funny. One Gucci brother asked me back in March or April if I had considered night vision goggles.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, you know how much night vision goggles cost? They're so freaking expensive. Like beyond, like machine gun expensive.
Yeah. For
the good ones. I'm like, that is so dumb. Then I got to thinking, I was like, well, being able to see at night would be pretty helpful.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So I'm looking at night vision binoculars on
so
Amazon.
What is it about being so douchey that's just intriguing?
Contagious?
Intriguing.
I think it's contagious. I don't think it's intriguing.
I don't think it's contagious, because I had to cut that motherfucker a long time ago.
Not everybody is susceptible to it. I mean, if everybody caught everything, you'd probably have AIDS by now, right?
Oh man, I'd have more than AIDS, dude. I'd have gonorrhea-herpessyphilades, dude.
I can never remember that one.
The gonorrhea-herpessyphilades?
Yeah.
Oh man, if it was that contagious, oh man.
Yeah.
I'm glad it's not, and I get to keep having fun.
So not everybody catches it. Some people don't catch it as bad as other people do.
Oh,
man.
Like
maybe the Rona is going to kill you, but to me, it's just going to be a bad day.
Oh man, you guys catch that fucking douchey, and it's just like, oh
yeah.
Whew.
So I don't remember if I said this last time or not, but half the reason I finally bought a vest was after having so many guns pointed at me a couple weekends ago. And I was like, you know what? Probably wouldn't be a bad idea. If somebody pulls out their M&P shield and shoots me in the chest, at least I'll be able to live to tell about it. So Hey, check out my new M&P shield. Hey, how about you don't point it at me?
This is what.
Sell 6 of your cars. I don't have 6 cars, man. I have 5 cars. But even if I sold all of them, I still don't think I could afford it.
Of course, we can't see it.
What are you looking at here?
Oh,
Is that the original Snickers guy?
Look at that. Look at you guys.
Jeez.
You guys looking all sexy.
That's not even a ballistic vest. That's just a chest
Oh,
rig.
dude, but it's a fucking. It looks tactical.
He's just waddling around with his handgun flying around.
Let's see some more tactical douchebag.
That kid's airsoft, though. That's where tactical douchebags are born.
Tactical is tactical.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, just gonna need a shoulder holster.
Oh shit! Why is he there?
So, yeah.
Anyways, you've crossed over to the point of no return.
I would say I'm riding the fence.
You're done, dude. If you're already looking at the websites.
I look at Lamborghinis too. I'm never gonna buy one.
Oh, you're gonna buy one?
Nah.
You're gonna buy a Lamborghini?
Nah. If I had that kind of money to drop, I would go low profile. I would drive an RS6 with no badges on it.
Oh man, that's like super douche. And then you'd walk out with your fucking Beanox.
Can't fit in the car. Yeah.
Shit,
so
man.
yeah, this is what we all do. We're all really good at this. We have these desires that come up, and then we can resist them for a while, but eventually our brains will figure out a way to justify what we want, and then it's just a matter of time.
Yeah.
So I have been wanting a vest for forever. And I'm not gonna lie, dude. Half of it is it looks cool as hell.
Well, to the douche crew,
yeah,
it looks cool as hell.
And to everybody except for you.
No. We should take a poll. How do we do a poll on here?
I want to take a poll of all the people who've been shot in the chest who wish they had a vest.
Yeah, but that's not what we're talking about here. We're talking about looking cool.
You got that picture I sent you?
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks cool. Except for that giant med pack hanging off the front.
It looks retarded.
Yeah.
It looks retarded. Super retarded.
Plus, like, what are you going to attach your snacks to?
Super retarded.
There you go, right there, dude. Looks perfect. Ooh. It's a good fit.
Good fit.
It's multicam.
It's multicam. Well,
that was after I took the knife off of it. Yeah, I don't need this knife.
Shit, man.
I was sitting having a drink with one Tom Snyder the other night.
Oh, you guys finally did it?
Yeah, the conversation gradually drifted to gear, and
oh my god,
and we were both we were both nerding out. I'm sure the people who were sitting nearby were wondering what the hell these two guys were talking about body armor for.
Oh my god.
Hey, but if you think body armor doesn't work, go watch that North Hollywood shootout. Tell me that body armor doesn't work.
Oh, I'm not debating body armor and its practical use.
I know, because you used to wear it all the time.
Yeah, I used to wear it all the time. In fact, we have one of my vests down south. I'm not debating that, but fucking wearing it just to look cool, that's fucking douchey.
Yeah, it is. But I'm not trying to look cool. I don't have to try. It's just a natural byproduct. So I think it'll drive home the safety point too when I'm going over the range safety rules and say the reason why I have to wear this 15 pounds of gear on my chest all day long is because you people don't know how to keep your muzzle pointed in a safe direction.
Fucking idiots.
Yeah. So
well, you guys tactical LARP all you want.
The North Hollywood bank robbery, what kind of body armor were they wearing?
I don't know, dude. Some really nice shit though.
Well, they also took several rounds to non-protected parts of their bodies, and it didn't really slow them down.
This is what the fuck you guys all do. Boom. This is what your pictures are going to look like in 10 years, dude.
Look at that guy on the bottom left. He's wearing the equivalent of the tactical helmet.
This guy right here.
Yeah, he's got a crown on.
No, for real. This is going to be you guys. You and the Snyder crew and the Gucci brothers.
Snyder makes it look good too, man.
Look at that shit.
He's a natural.
I'm sure these guys go around like, this is fucking cool. Although there's a sexy chick on Sunday's class who does this shit, and if she said,
"See, that's why we do it for the chicks."
Yeah, I'm sure. Look at all those chicks in there. Look at all those.
You really did have a student who LARPs?
Well, yeah.
Did you? How did you find this out?
That's besides the point. The point is that she was delicious.
Point taken.
She's fucking sexy.
Okay, so
she should call us and hit option 4 is what the fuck she should do.
You need a shirt that says that.
Yeah. Option.
All right. Of the 2 North Hollywood bank robbery suspects, Phillips wore roughly 40 pounds of equipment, including a Type 3A bulletproof vest, a groin guard, a load-bearing vest on top of that with multiple canteen pouches for ammo storage, and several pieces of homemade body armor created from spare vests. So he just wrapped himself in 3A armor. That's crazy. And then the other guy whose name I cannot pronounce, I think it's Armenian, wore only a Type 3A bulletproof vest, but had a metal trauma plate in it. Yeah.
Oh, jeez, dude, they withstood a lot of shit then.
Well, the one guy with the 3A vest, I believe, with just the vest, he was shot in the hand and knocked the gun out of his hand, and he picked it up with his other hand and shot himself in the head. So he took himself out.
Correct. But they still took a lot of bullets and.
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if it says in here how many times each was shot. Okay. So the guy with the 3A vest was shot once in the butt, once in the right leg, and once in the left forearm. So not in the hand, but in the forearm. Okay. Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, that all happened. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, I got this backwards. Anyway, one of them was shot several times, but he continued to fight. And the other one, once he started getting shot, he took himself out. So, geez, man. I remember watching this. I think I've mentioned this on this podcast before, but we were watching this go down live on TV. Oh, it was amazing. Amazing. What was even more amazing is that nobody else died except for them. For all the gunfire, and I mean, they were shooting, 30 caliber rifles and ARs, and they shot 19 people. Nobody else was killed except for them.
Them.
Oh man, now I'm gonna have nightmares. That's crazy. Their gear and their car, I think, is at the Smithsonian.
That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, they've got like mannequins dressed up like these two.
So these motherfuckers are at the Smithsonian. I instruct fucking 55,000 students. Can't get a
break, dude.
Can't get a fucking break, man.
So by the end of this year, it will be over 60,000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's crazy, dude.
Which is 1% of the population of the entire state of Colorado.
Shit.
That means you have met 1% of the people in this state.
Yeah, dude. That's why it's hard to go anywhere.
Yeah. I'm waiting for that to happen to me in Colorado Springs.
Yeah.
I don't know when it'll happen, but at some point somebody's going to come up to me, and it's really awkward because I don't even remember people that I've met several times.
No.
And the students really are starting to look
the same.
They all look the same.
They all look the same.
I had a guy in my class that looked like Louis C.K. It was really weird when he pulled his dick out to
to masturbate.
It's like, wow, you look just like him. Now I was trying to place who he looked like, and I was like, oh, that's it. He looks like Louis C.K. So I don't know. The event that I went to last weekend where I was helping out, I have met a lot of these people before, and they come up to me and they're like, "Hey, Isaac," and I'm like, "Hi, I'm Isaac."
Hi, I'm Isaac.
They're like, "Yeah, I know. We've met. Yeah, sure we have." Richard, you better not shave that beard off, because if you do, I'm not going to recognize you either.
Yeah, Isaac meets me for the first time every time. The weirdest part is at the strip club, man, when you're just trying to fucking motorboat and then fucking the dude insists on talking to you.
The guy you're motorboating? Different guy?
Different guy. So when the dude recognizes you at the fucking strip club and then wants to fucking have a conversation with you instead of just like, I'm here for titties, food. Like,
that just shows you how often he's there. If he's got the luxury to talk to people.
Oh, dude. Why do people do that? Like, I see them a lot when they're at the bar just chilling. Like, that's not why you're here. Like, it's just, you could go to a regular bar to do that shit, man. Say it. Oh, did he freeze? Motherfucker, he fucking froze again. We'll see if he comes back. He may have to restart his Apple products again, because his Apple products cannot handle everything all at the same time, which is kind of unfortunate because PC can handle it just fine. Anyways, while we wait to get Isaac back, I'm going to remove him and try and get him back. I'm going to talk a little bit more about our plan for the GFEN needs to get Isaac a new computer for reals. It is crazy how many times this shit just fucking goes down over the smallest, simplest shit, man. That's a Mac user for you guys. I think he's even got the Pro though. If your girlfriend works there, she ain't your girlfriend. Sure, why not? Why do you know that Louis C.K.'s? But anyways, with GFE and Guns for Everyone National, what we're trying to accomplish there is basically we're trying to get set up more on a national level. We also want to start doing competitions. We didn't talk too much about that stuff, but the competition stuff is something that we've talked about for a very, very long time. And yeah, for reals, he's got fucking 512K. I don't even think he's got that much. But the competition aspect seems pretty awesome. Obviously, we already have a lot of instructors that we work with. So going in that direction is kind of a natural thing for us. Yeah, the competitions would be pretty fucking incredible. It's something that, again, we've talked about for a while, but trying to execute them is a pain in the ass. But again, we're kind of at a point where we know enough people and we've 's enough resources. Not so much on the financial side, but definitely resources. Shit's hilarious. But we've got enough contacts that we can probably make it work throughout the U.S. But That's just hilarious, Ryan. We'll see if Isaac comes back on. If not, then there's probably really no reason to kind of stick around. I'm going to see if he could get on his phone. And if not, then we'll probably end this here because it gets pretty lonely for me talking up here. Not so much that I can talk about. The other thing that I can talk about while we wait is our litigation with Larimer County. Give you guys a little brief update. Some motions were filed. And we are filing a separate motion ourselves. One of the things that we did was amended our filing, and they gave a response by filing one of their motions. Is it an Apple phone? No, it's a fucking computer. And we're now waiting to essentially just reply to the motion that they filed, because the motion that they filed was absolute bullshit, and really no basis for the motion that they filed, none whatsoever. It's pretty incredible to see the level of incompetence that is going on with all of this stuff. The level of I have no other way of saying it, but I mean it's pretty fucking close to just absolute corruption. What the fuck's going on? It is insane what the fuck is going on with all of this stuff. It's frustrating too. Frustrating because it takes so fucking long, man. The amount of time and effort that it's oh yeah, that's all it is stall tactics. They're just trying to buy some time. That's all we're trying to do. Isaac says he'd be about another minute. Yeah, and people ask me all the time, like, well, why are you in class? Do you? And I really don't talk shit about cops. I'm just truthful about my experiences with law enforcement. That's really ultimately what it is I speak truthfully about my experiences with law enforcement. It's never out of a hatred place. Like I don't necessarily hate cops. I hate the government, and cops just happen to be an extension of that shit. But a lot of it has to do, and it is stemming from my experiences with that. My experiences with it is this exactly. Is always trying to fight them over some bullshit stuff. Yeah, Isaac is totally an iPhone guy. He's reconnecting now. Woo!
Sorry about that.
That's kind of where we're at, and with Larimer County. And yeah, I mean, if you guys ever wonder why I fucking detest government as much as I detest it, is these have consistently been experiences with law enforcement throughout my very old life, my over a quarter of a century life.
All right, you want to hear what happened?
Go for it.
I'm about to turn my child over to the police.
Which one? That one.
The one who already knows the cops?
Yeah, that one.
He unplugged the power strip that the router was plugged into. And my router takes like 5 minutes to reboot after you plug it back in.
Amazing.
And at the same time, my cell phone died. Battery was dead. So I couldn't even text you.
Oh, it's just hilarious.
Oh.
We were trying to fucking stall, so I was like, let's talk about Larimer County.
Good news. I heard from both Fremont and Pueblo County today that informed me that no problem. We're good to go. So
I wonder why that dude emailed this morning. He probably heard from somebody.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I wish people would go ahead and verify information before they start a friggin' fire over it.
Right.
From both sides, from the sheriff's office and from the students as well, you know. and tell us, some details. Like, I spoke to this person on this day.
Correct.
This is what they told me. Because at this point, I am so fed up with the sheriff's office that if you even whisper to me that they're not taking our certificates, I'm like, I'm on the phone immediately,
Listen here, you motherfuckers.
Sending emails. It's like, yeah, it would be nice if you verified that you were actually telling me the whole story before.
Correct.
So,
and then we often just go off of what they say.
Yeah, we should stop doing that.
I actually, because a lot of these times I clarify, like, did you get denied? Was it today? Did you hear? Like, who'd you talk to? Last Monday, I did a COVID class. I split a COVID class with one of the Gucci brothers.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked the people, like, hey, did you sign up for time slot? And they're like, yeah, I signed up for a time slot. And then they weren't on the list. So I was like, no, you fucking didn't sign up for a time slot. Like, why you say you signed up for a time slot? Oh, no, I signed up for the class. I was like, yeah, but then you got emails and everybody in there. We had this discussion. We've already talked about this, but everybody in the class is like, yeah, dude, everybody got like fucking 60,000 fucking emails. It got annoying how many emails we got. These are like, well, yeah, I signed up. I was like, you're not on the list, dude. I was like, there's space or whatever. And then right before I took off, because the Isaac was going to take over, I was like, listen, fuckers, like, if you're ever going to register for another class, like, you got to read all the fucking emails. Like, you can't be that one person that didn't watch the video because you didn't read the emails. And then his friends were just like, what the fuck, dude? Like, there's a video? He's like, yeah, I was going to say, like,
he let his friends down too.
So his friends are like, what the fuck, dude? Like it's just, you got to get the whole fucking shebang. Because, and especially when it comes to this shit, because again, Isaac and I are already on like, what the fuck, man? So here we are, as nicely as possible, like, hey, these people are saying that you guys are not accepting, and then Fremont's like, no, we good.
Yeah. So
like, no, we good.
Yeah, and I'm struggling while I'm writing these emails. Like, I want to be like, you told me, no. Good morning, Rebecca. How are you today? Thank you for
Poor
asking.
Rebecca. I bet you Rebecca's like, I just want these motherfuckers to be gone.
Yeah,
I will
so
approve it. Yeah,
I'm getting ready to send both Rebecca and Andrea a little, bouquet of flowers. Sorry for climbing up your leg again and
thanks a lot,
biting you. I don't know where I was going with that little
medium.
Sometimes the mouth is moving and the brain's not working. I want to go back to something David said. People lie and are dumb. I give people, I can cut people slack for being dumb because you can't really help that.
Correct.
You can be ignorant. You can help that. But if you're dumb, then you're dumb. I mean, God made you that way. But I don't understand why so many people are just in what's the word I'm looking for? Dishonest.
Yeah.
Just say, oh, I didn't read it. Just say that. I didn't read the email. You're right. I'm sorry. I didn't read the email.
Correct.
Did you sign up for a time slot? I really don't know what you're talking about.
What the fuck you mean?
So, yeah, why do you think people are like that?
Obviously, there's a psychological aspect to it. So it's a known fact that your brain automatically goes to like, yeah, we know what the fuck we're talking about, so we don't look weak. But we know this about ourselves. Like, we know we're not in this caveman mentality. Like, if in caveman times, I'm sure that was a weakness and people fucking got stoned and killed, and then they took your wife and your kids and fucking killed them and whatever. But like, we're not there anymore. I don't know. So outside of the psychological shit, I don't know, dude.
Well, I mean, there's the element that we know that we can lie, and you have an opportunity when you lie to reshape your reality into the reality you want it to be.
Yeah.
But you should have learned your lesson at some point that
Correct.
doesn't work in the long run. I mean, some people, if you got a legit personality disorder, you go hard in the paint with the lying, you probably don't recognize the disasters in your behind you as you go through life like that. But a lot of people, they know better, and I get it and I don't get it at the same time.
Yeah.
And it gets annoying when you're dealing with so many people. It'd be one thing if it was just you're dealing with the same set of people all the time, because you can kind of learn who to avoid and who to not believe and so on. But when you're meeting new people all the time, you kind of have to take them at their word, because you don't have any reason not to. If you start really questioning everything everybody says, then you're just a cranky old person who can't get along with anyone. So that's not really.
No one wants to be wrong. Well, then don't be wrong. That's a good way not to be wrong.
That's a hard one, though.
Don't be wrong.
This is a complex place we live in. It's very hard to be right all the time.
Just don't be wrong.
Just don't be wrong. Just don't be wrong. I have my son who got into it with the school.
Yeah.
There was an element of, if you'd always told the truth, it would be easy for people to believe you right now. But everyone knows you lie, especially to staff. So you've really screwed yourself here.
Yeah.
And when you're having that conversation with them in your living room, that's one thing. But when a police officer is right there, that hopefully changes the perspective a little bit. And I got to use an example from my own life about how a certain person that we both know or knew was a complete psycho at a previous place of employment and tried to take a whole bunch of people down with her when she got shit canned.
Oh, yeah.
And one of the only things I had to stand on was like, look, you all know that I'm a trustworthy person, and you all know that I avoid this person 100% of the time. So whatever she said about me is not true. So some of the other people involved did not have that luxury.
What did she say about you?
She said that I don't remember what she said about me, but she tried to lump me in with the same group of men she was accusing of sexual harassment.
Jeez.
So, I mean, it was like, if I think about it, it was like 10 years ago. So I don't even remember what she said about me. But
dude, I can't even fucking get you to wink at a fucking chick.
I know. it was partly self-preservation, identifying crazy early, and partly the fact that I'm just a complete pussy when it comes to flirting with females.
I'm sure your wife appreciates it.
She doesn't.
She
suspects me all the time.
All the time.
Like if you knew how paralyzed I get.
Oh, dude,
around females.
You are a bitch. That one, there's no. Yep. If anybody told me that you fucking like got the sexiest fucking bitch right now, and I'd be like, nah, you fucking lying. There's no, not Isaac.
Or just any.
Or just any. You're lying.
I can have a regular conversation with any. It's not like I lock up. I could talk to anybody. Well, except for Chris Costa, I would probably lock up.
Lose your shit
if he walks up with his plate carrier on. Travis Haley's behind him and be like, ah. I can talk to anybody, but I cannot flirt with anyone.
Yeah, and you're a talker too, dude.
Yeah. So is the flame representing my
your bitchiness? How much of a bitch is it? That much?
6 inches of flame. Yeah, it's I don't know. I think my mom ruined me or something. I'm not sure. I've been this way since I was 10 years old. So
I wonder what it is. You just weren't allowed to have a conversation with the other gender.
I think my first girlfriend ruined me.
Oh.
Yeah. She dumped me because I had a broken leg and I was on crutches for 4 months.
And you couldn't dance?
Yeah, she told me I can't date you because you can't walk. I'm not joking. That's what she said. That was it. From then on, dude, I was a broken man. You know what? You want to know something funny though?
I think about that all the time. Well, I guess not all the time, but like every time these conversations come up, like the fact that you have children, dude,
Oh my God.
is a fucking miracle.
Okay, so in college, my roommate tried to teach me how to flirt.
How to flirt.
And there was one night where the two of us were tag teaming on. Oh, that sounds wrong.
Yeah, something like this.
The two of us were talking to this girl that I knew. He didn't know her. I knew her, and he was flirting pretty hard, and I was kind of following along. And I was like, I'm getting the hang of this, you know?
Yeah.
And then the next day, she's like, what was with you last night? I was like, what are you talking about? She goes, why were you talking to me like that? I'm like, like what?
What the fuck you mean?
I felt like trash for years after that. I felt like the biggest scumbag after that. And I wasn't even saying anything really egregious. It was just like,
Or like your nipples?
I'm not. No comment.
No comment.
Yeah.
It might fine.
I think that
you're
that left an impression on me too.
You're a punk rocker. Your boobs are looking gnarly. Wait, no, gnarly's bad for you guys.
Gnarly is good, man. No, well, gnarly's like it depends on the situation.
Yeah, context matters.
Yeah, gnarly's more of a surfer term than a punk rock term. Too.
Okay.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, I became friends with this girl during college, and
which that's not it. That's not how you flirt.
She probably did. I was too stupid to hear it though. So, you know, I actually had I had a way of talking to girls that really got them interested in me, but I was completely unaware of it.
That's hilarious, dude.
So, I'm broken. I'm broken in that way. But I'm not going to change it. It's not going to get fixed at this point. So,
it's a moot point.
It's a moot point.
Moot points. So anyway, the psycho.
Like a cow's opinion doesn't matter.
Yeah. So there's this psycho chick.
Yes. Who actually did sleep with at least one person I know of, probably more, in the office over the short. I mean, we're talking over the course of just a few months here.
Oh yeah, she was ready to go right off the bat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She tried to ruin that person's life as well.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know if you knew about more people that she tried to take down. I know she tried to take down our administrative dude. Remember, I'm not going to say his name, but he ran all the paper all over the building.
Oh yeah.
She tried to take him down.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Tried to take him down. She started that shit with me because of that other dude.
Mm-hmm.
I was not having any of that shit.
So you recognize the crazy right off the bat as well?
No, because the crazy was going on for a very long time, and I would have fucked her too. That shit, I'm not gonna play angel here and be like, I wouldn't have fucked her. I had to fucking put her in her butt. And I had no fucking issues with it in any way, shape, or form. I'd have 100% fucked her. And then that dude told me, and that whatever. And then I don't know how the fuck, what the fuck happened in between. And they got into a fight, and I think that's when they started going at it. And then she found out that I knew, and like, I don't give a fuck. And then she started like getting aggressive towards me.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yeah, this ain't
hyper aggressive.
Oh, dude, like fucking super aggressive.
Like taking off her clothes in the office aggressive.
That was before.
Oh, okay.
That was
Oh, you're talking like death threats and things.
like crazy bonkers shit. Like yeah, like bonkers shit, dude. And then that's when I was all like, yeah, I'm not gonna have this shit. I'm not gonna lose my job for this fucking bitch.
So she ended up getting fired for sure.
I thought she just got moved.
I maybe she did initially, but I think I heard that she got fired.
Oh, from the other place because she probably
Yeah.
did the same shit over there.
But this is government for you. This person is an extreme liability, and what do? They
Well documented.
well documented, and they just move her to another part of the organization.
To fucking Fort Logan, dude.
Yeah, where all the crazy people are.
They moved her to fucking Fort Logan, to that campus in Fort Logan.
Well, do you remember? I'm going to go ahead and say her first name. Do you remember Cindy Lou?
Yeah. Well, I actually ended up working with her because no, I didn't know Cindy Lou. I met Cindy Lou at the state veterans home.
Okay,
that's where I met her.
This person could not do the job for which she was hired.
Correct.
And the reaction from the managers was to promote her out of the department into a higher position where she could do less damage, I guess. I don't.
Yeah, because I met her.
She just kept getting promoted, and eventually I got an email from her, and she was like second in command under the lieutenant governor or something like that.
She got pretty high. She got pretty high up there. Yeah.
I
met her at the state hospital. That's when I found out that because everybody would talk about her, like I don't know, and then I ended up going to the state veterans home.
And to give you an idea, I mean, this person, she was nice, just completely incompetent, just totally absurdly incompetent. I remember some situation with a flat tire where I told her if she just went to Discount Tire, they would fix it for her. Probably wouldn't even charge her for it.
Yeah.
And she complained bitterly that she didn't know what she was doing. She wanted me to fix it for her, I think.
Yeah.
And she just complained and complained and complained. And then finally I found out she went somewhere else and paid like an extremely high amount of money to have the tire fixed. And then just complained and complained about how much it cost her to get the tire fixed.
Jeez.
Like, look, I told you where to go. I told you they'd fix it for free.
Yeah.
You know?
So yeah, on the topic of one thing that I remember. So when Holmes did the Aurora Theater shooting, they found out that his apartment was catty corner to one of the places that I was at, and their thing was, this is the director of this establishment. He comes and he talks to me. He's like, "Hey, we got to develop a safety plan because there might be bombs out there." He's like, I'm thinking we're gonna do a lockout. I was like, well, that's fucking brilliant. I was like, he's catty corner, there's bombs, and what you want to potentially bombs, and what you want to do is have everybody leave the building and go to the only field that we have available where everybody can kind of hang out. And that is like even closer to this fucking idiot. Because you would have pushed him closer to the apartment. I was like, that's fucking retarded. Like, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard in my life.
This was her idea?
No, this was a director at
okay.
State agency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what is it? Is it Peter's Law? What is the law? You get promoted to your highest level of incompetence. Hold on, that's a real law, business law.
All I know is fucking Murphy's Law. Me and Murphy are fucking tight, dude.
Yeah, Peter Principle. In time, every post tends to be occupied by an employee who is incompetent to carry out his duties. There's a better summary of this, though. Hold on. Employees are promoted based on their success in previous jobs until they reach a level in which they are no longer competent.
That's great.
And if you work in government, you're not getting fired. So that's why government is so full of incompetent people.
Oh my God. My mother-in-law is, I don't know why how she ever worked for the fucking government.
She worked for the government?
Yeah, dude.
What is it? I mean, nothing mean against your mother-in-law, but what is this about the government that attracts people like your mother-in-law?
Batshit crazy people, dude. batshit crazy people, dude. It's weird. Yeah, my mother-in-law is just gone.
So
every
having
time that I think of a government employee, especially when it's the ladies, I always think about the cat lady from The Simpsons.
Oh yeah. She just goes screaming, running around with cats hanging off of her. That's your mother-in-law.
That's basically every fucking state employee that's
Oh,
for like 15, 20 years is that they turn into that cat lady.
yes. Why? Is there something innate to working for the government that does that to
It's weird
somebody?
because all the sane people would leave after like 5 years or so.
Yeah, it's true. It reminds me of the town that I lived in New Hampshire. I moved to this town from San Diego, and when I got here or got to the town, definitely everybody seemed a little bit off.
Yeah.
But after living there for 3 years, you kind of get used to the culture. You get immersed in it, and you feel comfortable in it to a point. And then I left for college, and then I came back, and I was like, oh, yeah, this place sucks. And then I went back to college, and I came back. And every time I came back, there were less and less of my friends still living there.
Yeah.
And I'd be like, oh, who's in town? Oh, they're gone. And then I talked to a friend of mine who moved back there recently, and he's like, everybody cool is gone.
Gone. All the fucking crazy.
All the crazy losers are left behind. And so you get this crop of teenagers that comes out of high school, and they've got all this opportunity and potential in front of them.
Yeah.
But only the good ones leave.
Yeah, dude.
And so that's how you end up walking around this town, and everybody in the town over the age of 40 is half insane, probably an alcoholic or otherwise impaired, and just completely out of their mind crazy.
It's crazy. Yeah, because my mother-in-law did, I think, 20 years for them. She actually retired out for the state of Colorado.
Yeah, makes total sense.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, I mean, I feel like I did that. I did it kind of haphazardly, but
how long were you there?
12 years.
Jesus.
Yeah. And I technically left at 10 years, and then I did 2 more years. I came back and did 2 more years. I feel like I'm talking about prison. I got out, violated my parole, ended back in jail,
I don't know how fucking the current director of that place does it.
I don't know. It seems to have taken a toll on him, though.
Oh, I bet.
Not like he's not crazy, but it wears on you.
Because I remember having conversations with Vicky, and she was like, "Yeah,
I'm gonna kill somebody,
fucking
or myself."
She was looking for isolation in Wyoming way before fucking COVID.
Yeah. So, when I left that job, I got kind of I bounced around for a little while.
Yeah.
And then I got my current job, which is I work for a corporation, a large corporation. And I am constantly surprised at how competent everybody is, how smart everybody is, how engaged and how much they care.
Yeah.
And it's not like a cult. These people think for themselves. I mean, there is some cultishness to it. That's kind of unavoidable. But I mean, these people are pretty normal people.
Yeah.
And if I may not have like perfect meshing of our personalities, but I can respect pretty much everybody I work with based on the fact that they're all smart, competent people who can get their work done. So yes, Michael. Michael says my phone died and I got back on thinking you guys were talking about being in prison. Perfect timing.
Which by the way, one of us has been to jail.
Yes, and one of us has just been lucky.
Lucky.
So,
but
anyway,
that's what we were talking about.
How did we get on this topic?
I don't know. Oh yeah, we were talking about liars, and then we ended up talking about the crazy bitch, and then we just got on state employees.
Yes. Okay, so on that note, the great and powerful Donald Trump has finally managed to piss off some of his base.
By doing what?
What do you think? What is your guess?
Not paying taxes?
No.
Saying he likes Mexicans?
I don't think he said that.
He didn't say it like that.
No.
Saying he likes black people?
Yes. Yes. Specifically with dollars.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Yeah.
So he has announced his platinum plan, which the moment I saw that, now I've listened to other podcasts and they all said the same thing, but I want credit for thinking this immediately.
Yeah.
This guy is a marketing genius.
Correct.
He is a marketing genius to say this is a financial aid package. When you hear financial aid package, what do you think?
Yeah, just a financial aid package.
I think I'm about to get screwed. That's what I think when I hear financial aid package, because I've heard it so many times from so many politicians. Oh, we got a financial aid package. That reeks of taxes. It reeks of pork spending. It reeks of all these things. Trump's like, nah. I got your platinum package right here, and I'm only giving it to you, brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
This ain't no white people package. This is for black people. This is the platinum plan. This ain't the gold plan, the silver plan. This ain't even the diamond plan. This is the platinum plan. Dude, this guy just dropped the mic. But this came right after $2 trillion of stimulus spending after COVID. And, of course, there's a sizable chunk of the Republican Party that just instinctively hates anything good that happens for black people.
Correct.
So they got mad. I'm on AR15.com watching people react to this, and they're like, he screwed us, you know.
Yeah.
Why don't they just get a job? Why isn't that their plan? But they're still going to vote for him, so it doesn't matter, you know. But
we're debating tomorrow?
Well, that I will believe that there's a debate happening the moment the lights come up.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest, I mean, anything can happen. So, anyway, I give Trump credit. I think Trump missed an opportunity with George Floyd, but I think maybe he knew he had this thing waiting in the wings. I think this is one of many October surprises we're going to see from the Trump administration. Even though it didn't happen in October, I think he's got them all stacked up. Who posted that picture?
Kevin Dixie.
Kevin Dixie. Oh, that's awesome. They didn't even put cornrows on him. They did a straight up, what do you call that?
I don't know, dude.
I don't know what that's called. It's got a name. It's a wave? Is it a wave?
Yeah.
Yeah. With the beard and the AirPods. So we need to get Darrell and some other friendly brothers on the show to talk about this through October, because I really want to hear their perspective on this.
They're probably on right now. They're waiting for you to slip up and fuck up. And
oh, man. Dude, me too. Me too, man.
Also, Richard's black, but do you count Richard as black, though? You forget he's black, huh?
No, I don't forget he's black, but Richard strikes...
He forgets you're black, Richard.
Richard's black like Eddie Murphy in Coming to America's black. He transcends the culture because he's got roots.
Because he's Cambodian. No,
he can be part of the culture, but he transcends it because he's got lineage going back to Africa recent.
You're Nigerian, Richard? Is it Nigeria? I thought he was or is it?
Yeah, I thought it was Nigerian. Yeah. So
waves.
So Richard is way more black than I am.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But
he's way whiter than like Jay.
You
see what I'm saying?
Yes.
But he is immersed in both cultures. He's well immersed in both cultures. But his experiences, from what the brief conversations we've had about it, his experience seems to be pretty diverse. It's not
Correct.
it's not like Darrell is born and raised in Baltimore, you know.
Yeah.
That's a totally different experience. Even Jay being born and raised, I think in Denver, in some of the same neighborhoods that
It was
you
more
were.
in Chicago.
Oh, that's right. He had
Cabrini
ties to
Green.
Cabrini Green, right? I forgot about that. So, you know, like there's a different experience. Even, I mean, if you want to like break it down by experience, me growing up in Southern California made it almost impossible for me to integrate into the New Hampshire culture. They're both white cultures,
Correct.
you know, but I had nothing in common with these people.
Correct.
And I didn't know how to talk to them. I didn't know what signals I was getting when they were talking to me.
Yeah.
I didn't know what a real invitation to fight was. Because I missed a couple. and born and raised in DC though. Okay. All right. So you got a lot in common with Henry Rollins then. You guys were both born and raised in DC. Yeah, we should get Richard on to talk about the Platinum Plan.
The Platinum
and
Plan.
his perspective of it, because I like the way that Richard thinks. I like the way he brings a different perspective than what I've got, because I don't have a very good perspective, I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
So here I go talking myself into a corner.
And I'm just letting you.
The thing is like I want to be able to ask questions, and I want to be able to ask questions from people who have all different types of experiences. So even talking to Rhonda, you know,
correct,
she's got a different experience than Richard does. And I mean, it can even boil down to like what schools you went to, you know.
Correct.
Did you go to diverse schools where, you know, it was mixed? Did you go to all black schools? Did you go to like
one person we're gonna have to get on, my wife's working on it more so because I have a crush on her, and she's becoming a Wiccan.
Becoming one?
Yeah,
it's a process.
Yeah, I guess you fucking study for that shit. Is
That's probably why there aren't more of them.
Yeah, no shit. Is her sister, my wife's sister.
Oh, okay.
Because in all that shit talking about asking the stupid questions, man, I got some stupid questions because they're into that astrology shit. We were just talking about that shit, and I got some stupid questions for fucking astrologers.
Ooh, I would like to hear those stupid questions.
Oh, dude, hell yeah.
Yeah. How much of that are you open to believing? Are you like?
Well, I know it's based off at a truth. Some of it,
like there really are stars.
Yeah, correct.
Stars
really
do exist.
Constellations. There's really constellations, and outside of that, like that's about as much as they got right.
Constellations are a social construct, bro. So Trump releases the Platinum Plan.
Platinum Plan.
And Biden releases nothing.
No, he did not release nothing. He said Mexicans are better than black people.
Well, that was a little while ago. I'm talking about like in response to the
No, this
Platinum
was
Plan.
like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, the Platinum Plan was just a couple of days
This was
ago,
like 2
right?
weeks ago, which, by the way, is the only acknowledgement we've gotten in like fucking 10 years. So
you're like, I'm like, we did? Oh, you. I got it. I'm on Trump's website here, donaldjtrump.com, on his media page.
Yeah.
Reading the press release for the Platinum Plan.
Platinum
Plan. Over here on the right is question of the day for Joe Biden. This is a president for the 21st century, dude.
Oh, man.
He is a troll.
Let me see. Let me find it so I can put it up. DonaldJTrump.com.
Yeah. Here, I can link it to you in the.
I got it.
Okay.
How to use the website. I know how to use the interwebs.
All right.
Now where do I go?
Go to donaldjtrump.com/media.
News.
Yeah, it might be under news.
Yeah, Yeah, it's the same shit. Where?
Okay.
Question of the day.
Question of the day. So his question of the day is, what are some of your best memories of homecoming during your student days at Delaware State?
Oh,
And then he hot links a New York Post story that says Delaware State University denies Biden was a student after he claims he got started there.
Oh, that shit ain't popping up. Look at that.
Yeah, it's there. Isn't that it? Just that one sentence right there?
This one?
Yeah. What does that say? I can't read it.
Since you say you should be the one to select the next U.S. Supreme Court justice, why are you concealing your candidates from voters?
Dude, he is doing this every day. That's why we're seeing different questions.
Biden won't talk to Supreme Court because he knows it's a winning issue for Trump.
Dude, this guy is a machine. He is a machine.
Oh, so I missed the question. Why are you getting a different question of the day than I am?
I think it's, if you look at the URL, there's different dates.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah.
I got it. I think every time you click it, it's a different one.
Yeah, so if you just go up to the URL and you change the date, I bet it's a new one.
I got it.
Yeah, because the 26th, his question was simply, where's your Supreme Court list? So if you watch Trump's campaign rallies, which I don't watch them like start to finish. I just drop in on them once in a while. Everything is coordinated. Everything is, he's standing and a lot of times he's standing in the round, so the stage is in the middle, so that means he's got a crowd all the way around him. There's no blank space behind him, which is very useful. It makes it look like every single rally is 100% full. Like there's so many people, we can't even get a shot without the crowd. Everybody is wearing the swag, which I'm sure they're handing out some free swag at the event. He maintains a good balance of the number of seats available to the number of people who want to get in. So if it's going to be a small crowd, then there's not very many seats. So that means there's always going to be overflow. He's always got Air Force One in the background if he's doing it at an airport. He runs good sound, good lights, all of that stuff. Everything is clean. Everything looks polished and powerful. And then you get Joe Biden. I should have set this up better, but I want to give you an example. Joe Biden. Everything Joe Biden does, you see the shot behind him. There's nothing behind him.
Nothing.
There's an empty field behind him. There's a wall behind him. There's a teleprompter behind him.
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, here we go. No, that's a year ago. I don't have anything recent. He's got all. Oh, go ahead.
He fucked up though. You know about Jake Bird?
No, I don't.
Oh man.
See me up there? Stupid. I said, don't fill up the upper rings. It's not fair. Clinton's 33,000. Dreams are my dreams.
Right.
See me up there? Stupid. Don't fill up the upper rings. It's not fair. Clinton's
Wait, so who said
deleted email?
Say what?
Who said that was stupid?
Jake Bird.
Oh, is Jake Bird doing a reaction video? He's watching.
Look, it's this guy right here.
Well, that's the other thing. I mean, I get killed on that. I had an article.
So that's Jake Bird. You don't know about Jake Bird? We're gonna have to.
Is he just photobombing?
Like he's there. I'll show you Jake Bird here in a little bit. Continue with your.
So he's got a cowboy hat on that says DTF on it.
Yeah, Donald Trump forever.
Oh, I thought that meant something else. Okay.
Yeah, but
he's not wrong.
and to protect your... That's you, Donnie! That if I'm elected president, I will never go into a bicycle race. No bikes! No bikes!
So is he trying to make fun of Trump, or
Yeah, he hates Trump.
Okay.
So every time he's trying to fucking troll the shit out of him, he trolls him pretty fucking good. He trolls. There was a senator, I think Alabama or some shit like that, and we'll watch that video here in a little bit.
So Biden, he has constant mic problems. So when he talks in the microphone at a lot of his events, or even if it's just the recording of his events, so the crowd isn't hearing this, but the feed that the news media picks up, he's talking like, I'm Joe Biden, I'm running for president of the United States of America. And it's like a constant problem for him. You know, so he's not running a strong team. He's not running a strong production team at his events. Like, a sound guy should know how to fix that.
I'm still not over this one right here, dude. With Biden, and I know you've seen it.
This is good.
Oh my god, I can't get over this shit, dude. This fucking guy.
I just have one thing to say.
This is his message to Mexicans.
Hang on here.
All right.
And the way it's like typical white old guy bobbing.
That's gonna be me in 80 years.
Dude, that's crazy.
So did you see the remix of him doing that, and somebody dubbed in "fuck the police"?
No. Oh. Yeah, I want to know what the fuck it meant. What DTF meant in your days.
You don't know?
No, Michael.
Oh, okay.
Down to fuck?
Probably
down.
What else could it mean? So I'm just saying, Trump's website is on point, making fun of Biden, doing big time press releases that nobody can ignore, you know, and Biden can't even get a crowd of 6 people together to come watch him speak.
Yeah.
And there's a huge difference here, and it's not like the DNC doesn't know how to run a campaign. So what is going on here? Why are they letting him run such a bad campaign?
Because I think they know that he's gonna lose.
Maybe. And I was thinking about this. Maybe they're just letting him lose.
Yeah.
But the same incompetence that I see with their handling of his campaign is the exact same incompetence that let a bunch of the Democratic representatives kneel in the lobby of the House wearing their kente cloth. Like, they all thought that was a good idea.
That's just crazy.
These are the same people. Like, maybe they just are this incompetent. Maybe they have let the
there goes that government employee mentality again, dude.
Exactly.
Oh man.
I mean, the entire leadership of the Democratic Party, if you add up their ages, that would take you all the way back to, I think, when Jesus was born.
2,000 years, dude.
They're so ancient. Dianne Feinstein's in her 80s. Pelosi's in her 80s. Biden's in his 80s. Schumer looks like Schumer looks like not even human. But, and I mean, so does Mitch McConnell. Both of them don't look human.
Yeah.
I'm not picking on the Democrats
Yeah, you are.
specifically. I am, but I'm picking on them for incompetence, for not knowing how to run a campaign. You could have picked anybody to beat Trump.
I don't know, dude.
And this got me laughing. What's his face? Bernie Sanders was doing a speech after Trump refused to say that he would concede the White House if he was voted out. And so Biden gets up there, Bernie Sanders gets up and says, hey, we need to respect the results of the election, and we need to follow the rules, and we need to support the... I'm like, dude, you had your own nomination stolen from you twice.
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 It was in the bag for him.
And he's getting up there talking about ethics and respecting the results, and it's like, dude, how did they talk you into giving this speech? What do they have on you?
I don't think they have anything on him.
He seems pretty squeaky clean.
Yeah,
I mean, other than the fact that he's a communist.
Yeah, and I don't think he hides that. I think people just don't. So I know in the I don't. Maybe he doesn't have anything, but the people around him do.
Maybe
So
his wife does.
Maybe his wife.
Yeah.
Trying to protect his wife.
Or maybe he is also that incompetent and spineless.
Wouldn't doubt it.
I mean, how much of a spine do you build up being a senator from Vermont for 30 years, 40 years? Like, hey, what does Vermont care or think? Just kidding. We don't care. Let's move on. You're voting Democrat again, right? Yep. Okay. Shut your mouth. Sit down.
They barely got 2 senators.
And this is another thing. People believing that Bernie Sanders was going to change the world. That dude had been a senator for decades and didn't change anything.
A lot. Every single one of these motherfuckers, Republican or Democrat, like you've been in Congress, you've been in the House, you've been in the Senate for decades, and you can't change the Senate. Now, one of the things that I have noticed, because I've been super critical of any president who's ever tried to do anything. And although I stand by that, I don't think any president actually, well, one, they don't have the power to really affect as much change as we would like to believe that they have. They can kind of guide a little bit, shit like that, but ultimately it's Congress the one that does all this shit, Senate and the House. And yeah, like even if they try to do good, like it gets squashed by bullshit so fucking quick where it's just like it's not even significant anymore. Like you pass one decent thing. If Trump passed the fucking Hearing Act, we're so fucking balls deep in anti-gun legislature that it wouldn't even make a fucking dent in the amount of anti-gun bullshit that we have flowing around.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it becomes, I mean, if you take a game gets more complex over time.
Yeah.
And it gets to the point where the complexity exceeds the ability for you to actually play the game. Kids do this a lot. Kids do this while they're forming games. Kids who are overly conscientious will start forming rules to satisfy every conceivable outcome or problem in the game. And then it gets to the point where nobody wants to play with them anymore because the game doesn't make any sense anymore. There's no way to win the game.
Correct.
And the best games are the ones that are probably the simplest.
Yeah.
Why did the UFC get to be so popular initially?
Because it's just fucking going.
There was 2 rules initially: no eye gouging and no biting. I think those were the 2 rules. I mean, aside from the fact that you had rounds with you had 5-minute rounds. Aside from that, I mean, it was just like who's going to be the first one to beat the other guy into submission. And what was really interesting is initially you saw a lot of very unexpected results. Who was that giant black dude that
Slice?
No. This was UFC and like early UFC. This guy was huge, and I think he fought Ken Shamrock. Hold on.
You looking it up?
Yeah, I'm looking it up. Ken Shamrock
versus big black dude?
Yeah, no, I'm not typing that in.
You're afraid your kids search results.
Gosh, I'm looking for a list of Ken Shamrock's fights. His record. Let's see here.
The naysayers will pop it up here in a
little. Geez, is this by date? Okay, not Roy.
Ken Shamrock was a long fucking time ago too.
Yeah. He fought this guy. Oh, was it Maurice Smith? No, that's Pancrase. No, Maurice Smith was not the guy.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, help me out here. You got to know who I'm talking about.
We need a Joe Rogan
Yeah, we need a Joe Rogan guy in the naysayer room here. I'm trying to go by date here. This was in one of the first UFC heavyweight, or they didn't even have weight classes. That was another thing.
All right, Derek Lewis.
No, it was not Derek Lewis.
It was Derek Lewis. It 100% was Derek Lewis.
Lewis UFC.
Are you talking about the big fat dude?
Yeah.
The one that got his shit chopped down by a tiny little Chinese dude? That guy?
No, see, Derek Lewis isn't fat. Derek Lewis is just big.
Oh, Antonio Bigfoot Silva.
I'm going for it. Big.
I already looked it up, dude.
Like, okay, how about this? Fat black guy UFC. If I did fat white guy UFC, I'd get Roy Nelson.
Brock Lesnar?
No.
Not Brock Lesnar.
I think I found it.
You made him up.
No, I found it.
Who is he?
If they put his name in the freaking video. Ah! This is helpful. One of the comments is Bruce Lee versus Rick Ross. Come on, man. What is this guy's name? This fight is in Japan too.
Yeah, it's the big fat dude.
Yeah.
I just gave you his fucking name.
Did he get fit or something?
No.
Because I'm looking up Derek Lewis on
No.
Google and
it wasn't Derek Lewis, but the big fat dude that I'm
Bob
talking
Sapp. Bob Sapp.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, so I think
he's the one that fought in Japan and he got the fucking they tree chopped his ass, right?
Probably. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, I remember. Ken Shamrock, Bob Sapp. Yeah, they didn't ever fight.
Hey, you're just obsessed with Ken Shamrock.
All right, who did Bob Sapp fight in the UFC then?
Probably nobody.
UFC. Yeah, it was UFC 3, I think. Well, Bob Sapp got fit though.
Did he?
Oh, later on, yeah, dude. Holy crap. Guy looks like a god. Jeez.
Oh yeah, it's the same guy.
God.
But then he couldn't fight worth the shit. Because I remember watching a fight, and he's like, "What the fuck is he doing?" Because they throw punches like idiots. With being that big is like they fight like retards.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you get so tired so fast.
The technique's not there. Have you seen like Tyson Fury fight against Wilder? And like you see them and like there's no grace at all. Like it's just fucking swing that fucking sledgehammer and hope something lands, dude.
I think that's just how heavyweights fight, though.
Yeah, just nasty. Just like no real grace or technique. Except Tyson. That motherfucker fought.
Well, Tyson had speed. Tyson could move his big, heavy body a lot faster.
Yeah.
But, you know, I was watching some Tyson fights later on in his career, and he got tagged. You know, it happened. And, like, he didn't have an amazing chin.
Yeah.
You know, he just didn't get hit all that much compared to some of his competition.
Correct.
So the other thing too is some of these fighters would fight in Japan in pancrase, and they weren't even allowed to punch.
You could just kick.
Yeah, you could slap.
Slap.
You could slap, and Boss Rutan developed a punch slap that that allowed him to dominate in the in pancrase. He basically slap you with the palm of his hand into your nose. So, yeah. But anyway, I don't know why I thought Ken Shamrock and Boss Rutan fought. Anyway, Ken Shamrock beat somebody else that was really huge.
Everybody.
Yeah. But I think Ken Shamrock was karate at first.
No, he was WWE.
You're in love with that echo.
Echo. It's like sound vagina.
Yet another term I never thought I'd hear.
All right, what?
Yeah.
We're gonna watch this guy. We're gonna watch this guy.
Okay.
Business. Come on, let's go defend him no matter what.
No matter what.
We don't care what AG Gates. Roy Moore.
He was being accused of having sex with little kids.
Right.
I mean, if anybody is stupid enough to where they believe these lies, they deserve the Democrats and the rhinos.
Exactly. The lying liberal media.
Yeah.
Honestly, who would you rather have? Okay, Roy, warts and all, sexual predator, whatever, or a Democrat?
I don't want no Democrat.
Okay, so we'll go sexual predator.
Alleged.
Let me ask you
but this is ridiculous. This is Washington, D.C., and this is everywhere now.
We
Like,
don't
I'm
need
sick of
big
it.
government telling us we can't date little people. This lady, right? Which is rare because women have been liars. Okay? My mom gave my 7th grade teacher permission to date me. That turned out pretty good. Hashtag more to come. Listen, I worked at the Gatlin Mall back during those Roy Moore days, okay? And I was at Miller's Outpost, and Mr. Moore
Miller's Outpost.
one day in a huff, sweating, said, "You gotta hide me," because the Nazi gazpacho security guards were after him. I put him in the changing room. 10 minutes later, I fitted him with a nice pair of high-waisted cords and a cute top. Couldn't have been nicer. Couldn't have been nicer. He was a true gentleman. Nay, gentle friend. Okay. Now, the judge would come into the movie theater. Couldn't have been nicer. He'd come up, he'd order himself a popcorn. He'd always make sure whatever candy he got for his date wouldn't get caught in their braces. Complete gentleman. He's got my vote. And I don't care what he did in that theater.
He's got my vote too as well.
You know, you're not a Democrat.
This was before Judge Roy Moore was even an elected official.
Yeah, right. He wasn't an elected official when he was doing that stuff.
He was an assistant DA.
It shouldn't count. It doesn't count.
No, it doesn't.
We don't care what he did. We're not going to elect a Democrat.
That's it.
That's it. We do not care what you did as long as you're not a Democrat.
Yeah.
This is what I'm getting out of it. They think everybody in Alabama is stupid. For them to come up with that stuff and think we're going to believe it.
Why should we believe
I'm
women?
a woman.
Why should we believe those women?
Hey, I'm a woman.
We don't believe her.
And that man would do it. Man, I wouldn't let him know about it.
That's not true.
Oh, yes, it
You
is.
give me 2 wine coolers and see where this goes.
I don't drink wine.
Not for you.
Now, wait a minute. I ain't never drank, smoked, fooled with narcotics. I had an affair. Now, don't you say I've lived a double life.
No, you're not.
I'm
It's
a
about to get a
Christian.
lot more interesting.
Yeah. So those are funny, and I like them, but my view of those videos has been tainted now because I understand now how easy it is to shoot a video like that.
Oh man!
Because you don't have to include all the people like, get out of here, man. Roy Moore didn't do anything. I wouldn't vote for a pedophile. You know, like you get rid of all the ones that aren't funny, and then you just include those psychos.
Those weird ones.
Yeah. So.
But then it wouldn't be entertaining.
Then it wouldn't be entertaining. And it is entertaining. And it's really funny. And you go watch those videos like, can you point to Australia on a map? And everyone's like, yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about yeah.
So
absolutely, yeah.
Because it wouldn't be funny to include people who
are smart.
Are smart, yeah.
And think
and think for themselves after I repeat everything you say. I am still trying to figure out who this fight was because I found the video of the dude. It was a giant black guy. I just trying to figure out what his name is now.
Oh man.
And Ken Shamrock fought like everybody at this UFC.
Everybody.
Anyway, there was something else I was going to say about Biden's campaign. Their social media presence is terrible. They don't have a good social media campaign going. They're just hoping that people will like them and follow them.
I don't know, dude. This happened in Mexico. The current president out there is basically Spanish-speaking Joe Biden, and it took him like 4 fucking times to get in there. So I'm just hoping that they don't try and shove this motherfucker down our throats like that shit.
So I don't think that's possible. I think the guy's I think he's gonna die before that happens.
You think so? Because that's what everybody said about this guy.
Well, how old is this guy? What's his name?
Andres Lopez Obrador.
Oh, Obrador. Yes.
But like, listen to. I'm gonna find something. Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador.
And while you're looking for that, I found it. Emmanuel Yarbero.
Oh, okay.
This is the dude that Ken Shamrock fought. Hold on. I've got to find it here. No. Keith Hackney fought him. Keith Hackney looked like Ken Shamrock. All white fighters look the same. Keith Hackney fought him and beat him with TKO at UFC 3. The reason I got mixed up, though, is because Ken Shamrock fought 4 people at UFC 3. So it was a pretty good guess that it was Shamrock because he pretty much did all of the fighting at that UFC. So it was oh, dude, I didn't even realize this. Back in the day on the UFC, they used to fight out to the end of the like it was a ladder bracket.
An ultimate cage fight.
Yeah, so you start at the quarterfinal bracket and you fight all the way to the finals like blood sport.
That's crazy, dude. Fuck that. I can't find. I need to find a video of it. But basically, it's Biden doing his So you go to McDonald's and then you vote and then it's just like bread.
Do you have a clip of him saying something like, hold on, shoot, I got to get better at these clips, man.
Incredibly good judgment. 1, I married Jill, and 2, I appointed Johnson to the academy. I just want you to know that. Just clap for that, you stupid bastard.
So that clip was taken. He's talking to a bunch of soldiers. Now, apparently, this came from 2016. So he doesn't.
Shit! Hold on. We have Emmanuel Habu here.
Oh, different Emmanuel.
Look at this. This guy suffered from herpes.
Suffered.
He was
more like enjoyed.
He was cured 8 months ago. Holy shit!
Wait.
He was
His name is Emmanuel on Facebook, but he says his name is John. I'm not
John, and he's a woman.
He's
right?
a 30 years old woman from USA.
Woman from USA.
I love herbs.
He loves herbs. I love herbs so much. Most times, injection and drugs. Basically, this is Joe Biden and Andres Manuel Lopez Obrador speaking to each other. I love herbs so much. Most times, injections and drugs are just a waste of time. I was cured 8 months ago. I suffered from herpes for 13 years, but with the help of Dr. Ekpen herbal medicine, I was cured within a few weeks of drinking the herbs. It's a tea. It's leaf soup. The
last sentence of this.
He sent me through the courier delivery service. The same doctor also cured my auntie from herpes. As soon as I had her, she had herpes. I quickly.
All right, who gave who the herpes here?
Oh man!
You know, for all the talk about AI in this world, that stuff still gets through. This guy, Emmanuel Yarbero, was 600 pounds at his peak weight.
Dude.
600 pounds, and he was a fighter.
That's insane, man.
Man, he didn't live that long. He died at 51 years old. Ugh. The sugar got him.
Fucking clap for that, you stupid bastards.
So he's talking to a bunch of troops, and the media manufactured this story about Trump calling the troops stupid bastards or something along those lines. And now I give Biden credit. I'm sure he was just joking around. I'm sure he's just trying to be funny.
Correct.
But still, he did say it.
He said it.
You know. I want to get back to what Richard mentioned earlier. Did you see the video of Jerry Nadler shitting his pants?
No. Who's Jerry Nadler?
You don't know who Jerry Nadler is?
No. Let me look. Let me get the video.
Jerry Nadler is. Oh, if you see, this is how you know Google is corrupt.
On this.
Anybody Googling Jerry Nadler right now, the only reason they're Googling him is to see this video of him pooping his pants.
Is this the one?
Yep, that's the one.
Work on this subject, not
Oh, that's not the whole video, though.
part of preserving our.
So I seen the video and him walking off.
With that, I'm pleased to yield to the distinguished.
So what this video is not showing is that he was giving a speech, and he all of a sudden he goes like this with his face.
Oh shit.
And then he stops his speech, and he's like, "I'll turn it over to the speaker." Yeah, maybe right there.
This was Jerry Nadler.
I hate these.
I just don't. But
just play the video.
Right.
We don't need to hear you talk for 15 minutes.
Unlike us.
Unlike us.
Just to impeach.
What is she doing?
Being a dumbass.
Dude, I hope that video is downvoted about 1 million times.
Democracy.
There you go. That's it. Okay.
Exaggerated.
So mute the video. Mute it and watch it again. Watch his face. He's in the middle of giving remarks. Okay. And he just walks away from the mic. And look at Pelosi. She's like, What are you doing? Do I pick up where you left off? She's looking at his notes, and he is out of position. He's not supposed to be standing there. And he's trying to figure out what to do now, and he just grabs his mask, folds up his speech, and exits stage right.
It probably smells like doo-doo in there.
Yeah, I'm sure it does. And he's trying to make sure that stuff doesn't run out of his plastic underwear.
You and I have doo-doo in our pants, and it smells like doo-doo when you doo-doo yourself.
Oh, yeah. I had to get a new chair.
had to get my car seat cleaned.
Apparently that's not even the first time he did it again at a press conference where he was sitting down. I won't make you try to find that video, but everybody runs up to him to see if he's okay, and one guy runs up to him and immediately like recoils in disgust.
Never mind.
Yeah, so Jerry Nadler goes in that list of old people who are running the party.
That's crazy, dude.
So where were we going with this?
I don't know, dude.
With this poop talk here.
I think right now we're just fucking shotgunning it. And
okay, all right. Then I want to wrap this up with something interesting.
Oh shit!
All right. Oh man, we got to talk about that one next time. I was going to talk about that tonight, but next time. I'm not even going to give it away the title.
Oh shit!
Instead, I'm going to read you this news story that came from
Brazil.
Milwaukee?
Milwaukee.
Where is Racine? Is that Wisconsin?
Okay.
All right. I can't give away the headline because that would be too much. Oh, I wonder if I could pull up this video. That would be better. The news story. Here we go. Open. Hopefully it's not too loud. It's hard to modulate the volume on this thing. Everybody's coming in at different volumes.
Whoop!
Oh, we're gonna get an ad here. All right. Oh, that's funny, dude. Have you seen this HPV vaccine ad play?
No.
Oof.
I don't have ads
on Hulu.
No ads on Hulu.
Hulu is rich people internet.
No ads.
So the HPV vaccine, if you don't know, I should talk about that on the next episode. Gardasil.
Are you gonna get it?
It's another one of Bill Gates's brain children.
Are you gonna get it?
No.
No.
It got to me, so I popped it open, and it looked like a chicken breast, kind of.
Now an alarming discovery at a beach in Racine. A man unwraps tinfoil, find what looks like a brain. Our big story tonight at 9. We're going to start with a weird one. A brain found on the beach. That's the question police in Racine are trying to figure out.
As Fox 6's Bill Miston explains, police hoping to not only figure out the what or the who, but the why as well.
Racine police are still trying to figure out if the brain
that
was found here along the beach at Samuel Myers Park is human or not. But for the man who found it, still hard to believe.
Right in this area.
Jimmy Senda says you never know what you'll find along the shoreline. Each morning, the construction worker takes a stroll on the beach.
Collecting sea glass and random stuff because I like to do artwork at home.
Jerking off on the beach.
Just stuff that I find.
But what he found Tuesday morning,
I don't even know how to explain it. It didn't register as a human brain. I was just like, what is this?
Definitely out of the ordinary.
I came across the square package wrapped in aluminum foil, and around it had a pink rubber band. So curiosity got to me, so I popped it open, and it looked like a chicken breast, kind of. So I was like, it took a little bit for it to really what was going on. It was a brain,
as well as some flowers and what appears to be paper with Mandarin characters.
Boom! There you go.
Ooh,
There's
shit.
the punchline. It's wrapped in paper that's covered in Chinese writing. These people are trying to kill us. You can't trust these people.
Seems like that's a question you should ask.
China. So tomorrow night is the debates.
Maybe.
And I think we're gonna have, if they do happen, we're gonna have a lot to talk about.
It's gonna be interesting. I'm waiting for it. I think they're both stupid, retarded. Nobody should vote for either of them. Everybody should just take an off year from voting and just fuck it.
Why not write in Kanye?
Write in whoever the fuck you want. Just do it. Casey Mons has been itching to talk about what happened to Remington. I forgot to address it last time he posted it up, but yeah. Douchebags.
Speaking of the Chinese, I'm surprised that they're not buying them.
Yeah, this is like the 17th time that Remington has been in this position. So I think after a while, everybody just gets tired of talking about Remington's bullshit.
Yeah, probably. So I kind of want to do a special.
But I did mean to talk about that last time that Casey brought it up, and I fucking forgot. I skipped it over.
I kind of want to do a special live cast of the debate.
Oh, what time is it?
I don't know. Probably 8.
Oh, we can do it.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Yeah,
because I watched the Romney-Obama debate back in the day, and I was drinking and live tweeting during it, and it was some of the most fun I've had in a long time.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
So we'll talk about it. If we are going to do it, Edgar will announce it on the on
Instagrams. Yeah, on the socials. Sweet.
Socials.
Awesome,
right,
guys. I appreciate you guys. Wash your ass.
Do not open strange packages on the beach.
Do not open strange packages on the beach.
And don't forget.
Do it.
Don't forget.
Okay, I'm reloaded.
Oh, you got to listen to the whole song.
Yeah, well, that part made me laugh, but I'll get a better one. How about this one?
You lose that battle